Guys, welcome. Again, we'll do the proper intro for YouTube here. I have Project Belgium with me, who played Rubenstock in round 1 and lost 3-2 in a very close set. He's here to co-cast Rubenstock face off against Villese. Villese very much deserves to be the 5th seed. He is almost expected to go through, a lot like Dogao and a lot like Lan, a lot like some of the players that have moved along. But we'll see what Rubenstock has, Belgium.
Yeah, so we can see Rubenstock, he went for the Mayans. That's exactly also what he did in the set against me.
Yeah.
Villese going for Britons.
Look at this map.
So in theory, you would say Mayans is better, but Villese with that extra range in Castlage, he could do some serious work with that one.
This is... Normally, when I see a good map in a tournament, I say this is a Viper map and play towards that joke, because sometimes Viper gets really good maps in tournaments. But this is better than any Viper map or any tournament map I've seen. Like, look, you could wall in the Relic. You have your main gold, you have your stone, you have your deer. I guess the downside would be your berries and other resources are exposed, but at least for the start, Rubenstock's map is going to be perfect. I think he went fast castle against you too, so good map for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he walls out a bit, makes his barracks in front of the berries, goes for the rush, he can definitely buy himself some time. But yeah, like you said, really good map from Rubenstock and a really poor map from Villese, so we might see some man-at-arm forward aggression from him later on.
Yeah, in most tournaments over the years, there have been restarts. We did have one available restart. I believe that wasn't changed. We don't cast the restarts because these games were played the day before. But so like, that option was there for Villese. But also, if you have one restart because of a bad map gen or whatever it may be, you rarely would want to use that in game number 1. And there might be some of that, especially when Villese is the favored player. But Rubenstock runs forward. He's scouting early, and he might even be tempted to attack this villager next to the house. Villese notices it, though, with the scout.
Yeah.
This is almost... If I have this type of a map in Villese's position, instead of going Drush Fast Castle with Britons into crossbows, I feel like I would probably go for man-at-arm play, like man-at-arms into archers with more aggression. Could be kind of tough.
Yeah. And I think even Rubenstock, it might even be better for him if he tries something like Drush into archers than straight Drush FC, because if Villese can get the man-at-arm pressure on him and he loses his berries, that's going to be a lot of food, and then he might even struggle for that Drush FC.
Yeah, I mean, and then you have to consider that you're safe at home regardless. So yeah, if it's an open base, maybe just pressure it anyhow. Obviously, you have an open invitation, or a closed invitation, I guess, to wall your base and go for a greedy play, but I agree with you there. Maybe some aggression would work out for him.
Yeah, Rubenstock already walled the side of his base, but he did leave a hole all the way to the left, and he has scouted it, so...
Okay.
Maybe he'll wall that later, but that might be something we need to pay attention to later.
Yeah, definitely needs a house or a palisade there. It's kind of weird how close the woodlines are for Rubenstock, but the downside of a map like this is if you're too greedy and you stay within your walls, then this stone and this gold... Actually, there's just a massive hill in the center that he would need to secure. Might be easier for Villese to control things at his base if he controls his hill to the left of the berries, for example. But I think everyone would agree Rubenstock has the better starting map, and Villese is making a barracks. So maybe he will go for man-at-arms, or... Actually, no, he's collecting 10 gold. He's going Drush.
Yeah, I think both will be going for Drush. Rubenstock also now going out to the gold. He's dropping down his barracks, his houses.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Drush to counter the Drush. And then we'll see what the build orders are like. I agree with you. I think that logic you could use is... Well, hold on a second. Villese is getting Loom.
Yeah, it's a fake.
Ah. It's a fake. He's faking out the caster.
Well, sometimes when you scout past with your eagle and you see the gold, then maybe you can assume... Oh, well, now he's going for the man-at-arms.
Wait. Did he just... I don't think Villese knows exactly what he wants to do right now. So
yeah, he's like in the middle of 2 strategies.
Yeah, but he got Loom, which is what made us think he was going to Feudal Age. But maybe he just wanted to collect the deer. So he's making militia anyways. This Drush is just meant to buy Rubenstock time, and this is exactly what he did against you. It works well, and with Mayans, it's absolutely fantastic. And with the deer, with everything he would ever want secure, he'll just try and get the Castle Age behind all of this pressure.
Yeah. So Villese did scout the Drush from Rubenstock, so he's thinking, all right, I will just mirror your strategy and also go for the Drush FC, despite having a really bad map.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what Villese can do here, right? Because map's not good, but so far so good for him to know what's coming. Even the deer are worse. If he wants to take the deer, it's more exposed, whereas Rubenstock's deer in the back of his base. Seriously insane stuff for Rubenstock.
Yeah, there was also a wolf, but it seemed like it wasn't that bothered in attacking any of those guys.
You know, you could play 500 games and get a map like this like once or twice. What Rubenstock has right now, it's seriously incredible. I always get so jealous sometimes. Like, what? I never get those maps. Give the casters some maps, man. Hey, by the way, there was
they're both just chasing each other.
Yeah, you're the one trying to be professional and cast while I want to tell a story. But I was playing a game at 1 a.m. my time the other night, and someone with your name, Project Belgium, was playing me.
Yeah, I also wanted to say something about that, yeah.
Okay, you know. So yeah, anyways, I won, and I was feeling really good about myself. Like, yeah, I beat Belgium. I beat a guy who's in my own qualifier. And then I know who it was. It was Adam. Who is a good player, but he's not as good as you. He messaged me on Discord afterwards. He's like, hey, that wasn't Belgium. Just so you don't feel good about yourself, that was me. It's like, I said, why did you tell me? Let me feel good about myself. He said, that's exactly why I told you. So, did he tell you about that?
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, but did you tell him it wasn't me?
Yeah.
Freaking Adam.
It was Bulgarian, it was Arena. This is a good Drush for Rubenstock. I guess Villese doesn't want to lose that scout. Like, these are still 3 high HP militia. They could still harass.
No.
But it was Bulgarians against Burmese. I was Bulgarians and he was Burmese on Arena. Interesting combo.
Ooh, and Villese lost his scout. That was sloppy.
Yep, lost his scout, and these militia, who were just made to delay things, are doing just that. The feudal age times are very close. Oh, it's a oh my god, Rubenstock has a villager here, and he's being attacked by the wolves. Can he save the villagers? Or will he lose, or the villager rather, or will he lose it to the wolf? Plural, wolves. Oh!
But he walled himself in with the wolf.
Yeah, he can't get out of this. I think the villagers, wait. What? And now the other one comes, the villager survives. Are you kidding me? That was ridiculous. Sneaky, man.
I think what Rubenstock wants to do with that villager is go for some forward siege, because he knows how exposed the gold from Villese is.
Yeah. And when you have the militia advantage as well, and Villese lost his scout, which is so huge, there's no way that Villese will expect this and will be able to even see it. I find it interesting. I feel like, oh, it's a forward range now. I feel like what Rubenstock's doing here is not necessary at all, but it might be due to the fact he knows he needs to play less standard against Villese, who's probably better if they play standard.
Yeah, exactly. Also, a slight advantage for Villese in the Castle Age uptime, like 20%.
Yeah. So he went archery range at home and archery range forward. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of building the forward archery range. I like what you said. Forward siege workshop might make sense. Oh, another wolf here. Villese will be fine.
Another wolf attack. And Villese might even find the forward range with the archer out there.
Yeah, and then if Rubenstock loses control, then Villese he's basically up a working range, because that archery range will be useless. Forward production buildings like this normally only make sense if you're talking siege workshop.
And the villager is also 1 HP, so 1 shot and it's dead.
Yeah.
I think once Villese hits Castle Age, he will see that range, and then
the vill's dead for sure.
He knows what's up, yeah.
Man, how Villese was able to get a better castle time with this map. Incredible. Okay, he's patrolled into the archery range. The villager's on the move, though, okay? The villager might make it back home. But what does that range do? I feel like that range does so little.
Villese is dropping down a additional TC. Of course, Britons, they do have the cheapest TCs, so,
Yep.
so that makes it a lot easier.
Yep, and also Britons have that
Botkin.
range. Oof.
Yeah, Botkin, so he will have 8 range compared to the 7 of Rubenstock soon.
This is genuinely sick play from Villese. To be able to play this cool, this calm, this comfortable, and be bettering your opponent in the same strategy is impressive. The villager is on the move, and will... Surely this guy is going to eventually go down. And here comes a small force from Rubenstock, hoping to catch out the reinforcements and just letting the Vill to die. But he is a good distraction for now, and maybe Villese will struggle to defend from this. Ooh. This is some good pressure.
He does have 7 crossbows there.
Mm-hmm.
And Villese only has 3. Of course, Villese has the hill and a slight range advantage, but
Yeah.
I think Rubenstock could do some good damage here.
And he goes in for a Vill. He gets a Vill. He's also getting the reinforcements from the ranges, and he got a few crossbows. This isn't bad from Rubenstock at all. Good damage, and he's microing with more numbers, but also less range, and he'll choose to go up the hill here. Eventually, this will end, but
Yeah.
I think Rubenstock will be very happy with that damage. Good job.
Meanwhile, Villese was able to kill 1 or 2 crossbows from Rubenstock with his 6 crossbows that were outside of his base.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're looking at 10 military for Villese, 8 for Rubenstock. The economy... this is interesting. All right, so 3rd TC going up for Rubenstock. Villese is on 2. He could add that 3rd. As for... Yeah, there it is. Okay, right on the hill. So, what's going through your mind? As a player, it's Britons versus Mayans. Obviously, Mayans have great archers, but Britons have more range. So, let's say you're in Rubenstock's position. When do you start thinking about going Eagles?
I would make the Eagle switch when I go to Imperial Age.
Okay.
I would just play ranges in Castle Age, try get decent eco. Of course, with Mayans, they do also have solid eco. And then once I'm in Imperial Age, you could go for something like Eagle with skirms, and if you see your opponent is going for champions, then you can also switch just back into plumes or just regular arbalest.
Yep. No, I agree with you there. I think that's very good, and I think for Rubenstock, the key now is probably just to trade where he can versus the numbers from Villese. And keep those archer numbers as low as possible. Unfortunately, it's rather hard to do that. He lost those numbers there to the north, and then there's more crossbows for Villese. And if you want to get a big ball, it's hard to do that when your archer ranges are separated like this. So he constantly has to send units to the main group. Villese's micro is sick. Oh, this is so good. And so bad for Rubenstock.
And Britons, they also have 20% fast producing ranges, so it's even harder to keep up with the masses.
Yeah.
So in defense, Rubenstock is dropping down his workshop. Let's see if he goes for Scorpion or for Mangonel. What do you think?
I had Scorpion, right? Oh, he goes for Mango. I'm surprised. I feel like most people, maybe not with only 9 crossbows, but I feel like most people would opt for Scorpion there because it's pretty easy for high-level players to micro down a Mango with Britain range. What about you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, maybe if Rubenstock has ballistics, then he could... then it might be better to have a Mangonel, because then Villese is busy trying to micro against Mango, and you can just pick off his units while he's microing his Mangonel.
That's true, yeah. I'm surprised with the Mangonel choice, really am. I wonder if Villese will go through here. He could do some damage, but he could also get his army numbers trapped, and so he makes the wise move to go in, act like he's going in there, doesn't commit to it, but he is in a rough position. There will be a lot of red coming from behind him. I'm surprised Villese stuck around, but how's your micro? Oh, good micro for Rubenstock so far. And he has the Mangonel coming from the other side. Maybe the Mangonel will be the choice, Belgium.
Yeah, I might get trapped.
I guess this army is as good as dead at this point. You just have to micro as well as you can if you're Villese. Yeah,
so Rubenstock is holding his position quite well.
Yeah, pull your crossbows
down. Might even get out of there. Rubenstock doesn't have ballistics yet. I see him dropping a university, same as Villese.
Just heard the university for Villese. Yeah, just trap this army.
The army will get cleaned up in the end. Second Mangonel as well.
More crossbows for Villese on this hill. I think this is the all-important hill. And so Villese, he might need to react to this. He might think there's only one mango. He sees it. And there's other crossbows. This is buying a lot of space and time for Villese, I have to say. Just running into the back corner is nice. Because now he loses that army, but he gains the hill. And that Mangonel doesn't stand a chance against these Britain crossbows.
Yeah, he got basically a Mangonel for free.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the difference is Villese has 8 villagers on stone, while Rubenstock still didn't go on stone. So I think the plan for Villese is definitely to get a castle on that important hill in the center.
Yeah, and with ballistic, did Villese complete ballistics yet? I didn't see. I heard the university.
I'm not sure. I think he has it.
Yeah,
he has it.
He has it. Okay, so ballistics is on the way for Rubenstock as well. Villese, how's your micro? Oh! This is not easy to micro here, and oh, he gets slaughtered. And good luck putting the castle on the hill now, because Rubenstock has control of it. Ouch. Yeah, Mangonel's ended up paying off. I think if it's Scorpions, Villese, he probably doesn't even consider fighting, and he runs back.
Yeah. Now we see Villese dropping his own siege workshops. He will get some Mangonels of his own. Of course, Rubenstock doesn't have the 8 range. He just has 7, so same as Mangonels.
Yep.
Ooh, Villese going for a 4 TC.
Really?
To the right.
Okay. So expanding his economy a bit. I think that suits you if you want to go for champion, right? Because you have a much better food eco when you do get to imp. We'll see what the micro is like. It's pretty much all about macro and micro here. Villese has out-macroed. You can't really say he's out-microed with 32 kills and 30 deaths, but it's been damn close on the battlefield.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
Let's see the split.
Nice. For a second there, I thought he patrolled in and didn't realize what was happening. Uh-oh. Rubenstock could be in trouble here. Rubenstock's Mangonel does not land a shot. And now he needs to get out of here for sure. He doesn't have the Britain range. I think he should fall back to the hill and probably consider sending a few more Mangonels to it.
Yeah, I do agree. Now Rubenstock is heavily on stone, but Villese, he's 150 stone away from getting a castle.
Yeah, and if he cleans this up now, he could place a castle on the hill. It is so essential for Rubenstock to hold this hill. So important. Something's gone down with the food eco, too. We're looking at 24 farms for Rubenstock. Villese is 26. Villese is already up. So, insane macro. Villese is up, and that means he gets, at the very least, additional range on the archers. Rubenstock only has 300 food, so his boom was not near as efficient and effective as Villese.
Yeah, and seems like Villese is just going to stick with Arbalest, so he feels confident that he will be up faster and he won't face the Eagles.
Man, this is so insane. If you just think of the starting maps, the fact that Villese is ahead right now is nuts to me. He did not allow his map to be abused. And he might even end up being better off. After this castle on the hill, potentially another castle on the center hill, which he will surely push. This is why Rubenstock needs to have different game plans when going up Villese. Up against Villese. He's just too damn good.
Yeah, and I actually really like that Villese is going for this castle. It's a lot less riskier to go in the center because you have the chance of losing your army, and while you're going up to Imperial Age, it's the best thing that you preserve your army to get the tech advantage.
Ooh, speaking of castles, there's a castle for Rubenstock. Now, this could be a doubt castle, and he bails on it. Does he bail all the way off the hill, though? That's the question. The sooner he builds this, the better. He needs to get that up before the Britain range comes into play even more. Oh!
2 for 2.
Yeah.
1 for 1.
Not bad.
But yeah, you could pick it off with the crossbows now.
Oh, there you go. 2 for 2. That ends up working out.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
And with that, I think that castle goes up. And I like this castle position better for Rubenstock. This is an awful fight for him to be taking, but he kind of had to. If the castle's here, it's much more difficult for Villese to treb that. Unless he builds his own castle kind of near where his army is now. I think he might waltz forward. Castle near the tree.
Yeah, where that tree is on that hill will be a decent position. He does have the storm, so that will leave him with 2 traps. And also Villese, he did go for 4TC, so his eco is a lot better than Rubenstock.
Yeah.
So if Ruben goes for the Eagle transition, Villese will also have the eco to go for champions.
Yep, it's that food eco that's so important to go for champions. With supplies now, it's more doable too, because before I felt like, obviously champions were always available for Britons. It was always fine, but it was so expensive to get Bracer and Chemistry and Arbalest and also add in champions. I really do think supplies made a change and makes Britons a lot better than Mayans. Sorry, a lot better at facing Mayans than they were before.
Yeah, exactly. Saving that 15 food is quite nice, especially if you compare it to an Eagle that only costs 20 food.
Yep. What is this down
Right,
here? Oh, there's
second
a sneak vill. Sorry, I just saw this random villager from Rubenstock in the south.
Oh yeah.
It's a Rubenstock vill for sure.
Villese also going for the really big wall on the left, just making sure that if Eagles do come in, that they get funneled to the center.
That's so smart, man. How many times do you see someone in a good position like Villese, but then Eagles raid them to death? Because the Briton death ball needs to be in one spot. The Eagles can raid in multiple. That's such a smart stonewall. And it's something that Rubenstock will be able to see, too, with that outpost.
Yeah, because with champions, they're a lot slower. With Eagles, they're faster, so you do need to be walled if you want to face effectively against them.
I'm loving the amount of outposts they're using for scouting. I feel like there's not enough players that do that. Both of them have built up quite a few outposts. And I also noticed that Rubenstock has a ton of 3-tile golds here. Both the neutral golds are in the north next to those outposts, so he's going to have a really hard time stopping this. But if he holds on, maybe that gold could give him enough Eagles.
Yeah, that's quite a nice position. Also for a castle, he could get that on the hill.
Yeah.
So
But
we do see Villese
wow.
dropping down some barracks, so he's going for the champion transition.
Yeah, perfect timing. Use the arbs effectively thus far. Also, will stonewall the right. Villese is not playing any games. He's not messing around, and he will have 4 relics. So 4 relics. He'll have most of the map stonewalled, and then he'll say, fight me. Bring your Eagles to my champion Arb army. And if it's full champion and full Arb, it is so tough for Rubenstock. I think Rubenstock needs to raid. Or fight before champions arrive.
Yeah, but it will be hard. Does he have the...
He is
doesn't even have
Eldorado.
the last defense yet, so...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does have Eldorado, but...
Still so
I
tough.
do see him swooping around with some army on the top of the map, so he might be looking to raid. Yeah, Villese, he has dropped some really good walls, but they aren't completed yet.
Yeah. Not completed yet. Does Rubenstock want to loop around here? What's the plan? Does he feel like those trebs are exposed? He sees two-handed swordsmen. No, there's no way you can run up that hill comfortably, Rubenstock. You won't have the gold long term. The two-handed swordsmen are there, and the arbs are there. Oh, but he has eagles from the other side! This will be a huge fight!
And he still has those crossbows that could do a little bit of damage.
He might actually clean this!
Yeah.
What? And that means the castle will not go up there. Rubenstock has a fighting chance.
That's sick.
I didn't expect that many units to come from the barracks out of nowhere. Wow. And that was before the champion upgrade came in. That was before a lot of the upgrades on the infantry would come in for Villese. And what a swing. Villese just needs to stabilize underneath that castle. Needs to get the infantry numbers out pronto.
Yeah. So yeah, Villese, Rubenstock, he will probably be able to take all those traps. Now the problem for him is he does not have a castle. Well, he's building one now, but he doesn't have the traps to contest that castle in the center.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Man, being down 4 relics to 1, or potentially 1, he doesn't even have a single relic. That could be rough as well. Why is he letting the trebs... Just send 1 or 2 eagles to take out the trebs. There you go. And it's like, after that attack, now we have to ask... Now that the crossbow numbers are dwindling, they weren't upgraded in the Imperial Age at all. Again, we're talking champion soon. With more upgrades than before. With a big ball of arbs. Villese, it didn't seem like he even cared about losing the trebs too much. He knows that he's still in a very nice position.
Yeah, now it becomes really, really hard.
Ooh,
he doesn't have an answer for the champions.
Yeah, but the raids could still do a lot of damage. And here come the eagles. Will Villese notice and quick wall this? No way. Oh, he notices it. Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful from Villese. That's so important. And now he's just pushing in. These champions now are... I don't know if I can disable this, but these with the update recently, they reskinned it or something.
Oh yeah, I have it as well.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But anyways, these are champions now. Rubenstock needs to deal with them somehow.
Yeah, Rubenstock still managing to deny that castle from Villese in the center.
It feels like to me, Rubenstock's doing everything he can, but he's losing so many expensive units. That's the worry. Whereas Villese still has 40 arbs working at all times. He's still able to make more champions. And so eventually, yes, Rubenstock has the extra gold, but it seems like he'll run out of steam if this continues like this.
Yeah, and it's not like he's getting anything from just fighting in the center. He needs to get position back, and that's not working for him right now.
Yeah, and soon he's going to be forced to defend at home because he'll start losing his economy and losing his barracks, and it's not looking good for Rubenstock here. He finally, for the first time in the Imperial Age, gets the Eagles into the economy from Villese. Villese will take some losses here, but I think with the champions he has around, he should be able to stabilize.
Yeah, and now he has his entire map walled, so
yeah,
no way for a second raid to come in.
Look at this lumber area for Villese. It's not the best lumber efficiency anyways. He probably could lose a few villagers and still be fine. I like how Rubenstock split up the Eagles, but Villese noticed that, and can Rubenstock fight this big death ball? It's fully upgraded champions, fully upgraded Arbalest. I guess they're missing Yeoman now, so they're not quite fully upgraded. He needs one big engagement, and then after that engagement, he needs 2 or 3 more to have a chance.
Yeah, and Villese is taking down those TCs, and once those are down, Rubenstock doesn't really have any defenses protecting the bulk of his eco.
Yeah, and the barracks as well. I think he realizes his situation. He's thinking, now or never, I have to stop this. So he goes in for an engagement. I think, yes, some arbs will die, but the champs against the Eagles are going to be more than fine. Great micro from Villese, and Rubenstock in game 1 with an amazing map. He just doesn't have enough. 130 pop. He's delaying the inevitable right now, Belgium.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy play from
The
Villese.
one saving grace for him is that he does have those 2 neutral goals close to him.
Yep.
So he can still pump out some eagles. Oh, look at the castle from Rubenstock.
Right where his TC was that got trepped down a moment ago. Like, that is, again, delaying the inevitable. Doesn't mean you can take that gold. No, it doesn't. Is it going to stay up for very long? No, it probably won't.
Yeah, especially with those true trebuchets working on it.
Yeah, exactly. Man, Villese could even get... Did he scout it? Yeah, he could even get the 5th relic if he wants. He denied this gold here on the left. He played this so perfectly. Really impressive.
Rubenstock even camping some plumes behind the wood line of Villese, but he's getting outranged by those arbalests. Or by the one arbalest behind it.
That's funny. He tried to do anything he could to do damage to the economy. 1 arbalest. Villese doesn't send 5, just 1. That's all he needs. That's beautiful. And GG, man, Rubenstock tried, but I have to say, Villese was so good in this game, it almost made it look easy. Huge boom, faster imp, way worse of a map, and yet he ended up full fat slobbing the middle and pushing Rubenstock back. That, right there, is why Rubenstock needs to have some strategies prepared for his home maps, Belgium.
Yeah, it was just so perfect from Villese, playing really standard. A lot of players would have probably gone for man-at-arms in Villese's position, but Villese was like, nah, screw it, I will just mirror you and play better than you and win.
Yeah, exactly. 190 kills for Villese, 85 largest army. He had more food, he had more wood, he had more stone. If Rubenstock wouldn't have had that additional gold in the north, if he wouldn't have been fortunate there, I don't think he would have had as much gold as he did. That was incredible. Villese just completely outplayed him there. There's no other way to say it. All right. So, let's talk home maps, Belgium. The score is now 1-0. Rubenstock has Gold Rush, he has El Dorado, and he has High Tide as his home maps. Civ bands, we won't see Khmer, we won't see Indians. let's just assume this is Gold Rush. What are your thoughts? What do you think Rubenstock might go for?
I think probably. Oh yeah, no Khmer. Yeah, I think probably Aztecs.
Yep.
Maybe even Aztec Mirror.
Okay.
Or maybe Villese will try and mind game and pick some counter to Aztec.
All right.
Although I do believe Aztec should be strongest.
We have not seen a lot of Aztecs in the qualifiers because everyone has been globally banning it. But instead, Rubenstock globally banned Indians and Villese globally banned Khmer, which is the world we live in, man, where Khmer are globally banned is just unreal. Like, what in the world? A few months ago, that would have been unreal. But anyways, let's hop into game 2. Villese looking very good. Will he make it into Hidden Cup 3? We'll find out if he can win a few more games, or will Rubenstock shock the world here? Game number 2, Hidden Cup 3 Gold Rush. Rubenstock has gone... Wait a second. This is... I don't think this is correct. Hold on a moment. I need to go back. This is Overlay Guy's fault. The game itself is fine. I need to just adjust the scoreboard because the civs are wrong. Oh, I chose... Wait a second. It was my mistake. Of course. I selected the game 2 from the previous game. My bad, everybody. Don't worry. In the main event, I'm not going to be controlling any of this. I thought it was hilarious.
Was this a T90 Procaster moment?
Yeah, it was a T90 Procaster moment. And it was so funny because Overlay Guy asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to control it in the main event? Think about it. And I've made so many mistakes. Like, no, I want Rovo to be doing that. Rubenstock's gone for Persians, and Villese has gone for Aztecs. Is that correct?
Persians. Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Willy Douche?
I guess since there are not that many water maps, he went for Persians here. Willy Douche. Well, it's Rubenstock, you can never count that out, but I think that's a bit ambitious.
Yeah, it's super ambitious to go for a TC drop. But if nothing else, think about it this way. If you are in Rubenstock's position, and you know Villese is a better player, and you also know that there's thousands of people out there who want to see you meme, do you factor that in? Probably not. He wants to actually make it into the main event and show he's more than a memer, but it's always possible. You can never count it out like you said.
Yeah, he can meme in the main event.
Yeah, man, if Rubenstock makes it in the main event, I feel like Viper for sure would TC drop once. Just for the lulz. He would for sure do it. Other players might TC drop, just so everyone guesses it's Rubenstock when it's not. I can't imagine how much fun it would be for the players to watch the chat and watch all the fans guess while they know who they were. That must be so much fun. But 4 on wood start. It doesn't count out a TC drop necessarily, but this looks kind of like a standard start. Persians are a great civ, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they counter Aztecs here. Would you?
Yeah, I do agree. So we do see the Fort Ville for Villese now going to wood. I think it's a bit strange for Rubenstock to go 4 on wood. Usually with Persians you want to go scouts, but maybe he's gonna go drush or something like man-at-arms. I don't know.
Yeah, either early drush or TC drop. I'm not really sure. 4 on wood is weird with Persians because you start with plus 50 wood and plus 50 food, right? So
yeah, exactly.
To do that tells you that he wants that wood really early. He's going to berries now. Sorry, viewers, I don't think he's going for a TC drop here, even though he's known for it. Oh, nice dodging from Villese to dodge the TC fire. Did Rubenstock go Persians against you? Didn't he do that once?
TC drop or just Persians?
Just Persians. No, yeah, just Persians in the set you played.
No, I don't think he did.
Let's see. I forget. There's been so many games.
Yeah. I played Persians on High Tide, but yeah, no, he didn't play Persians on any map.
Was there a worry there going into that set against Rubenstock? Were you thinking there's real potential that he could do this to me?
I actually trained Cross with thinking that he would TC drop me.
Really? You trained thinking he would TC drop you? That's hilarious. Okay. That's actually a great map to do it on, right? Because you can TC drop and still have safe fishing ships.
Yeah, we saw even Jupe do that once in a tournament.
Yeah, against fire and win, and there's a huge
Yeah,
skill
so it's
difference.
like this memer boy, he might do that to me, so I'm not gonna die to that. I look like a clown.
That's funny. Oh man. Well, is this fast castle for Rubenstock? It looks like it. He has loom. He's walling. He has his gold safe. It's a pretty good map for both of them. We've really done, or my map team has done a good job, I feel, with the gold rushes. I hear Villese also has safe golds. And Villese might do the same. I think he's scouted the walls and kind of knows, yeah, this is fast castle. I'll just do the same thing.
Yeah, I do see Villese also walling. Some players who are really confident and think, all right, my opponent is going FC, so will I, but I won't wall and save the resources. But since this is tournament, I do think it's always the best thing to wall.
Yeah, very safe to wall. I agree with you there. So this kind of explains the 4 on wood at the start then. Rubenstock went on wood early so he could farm, and he has 3 farms already due to the extra wood he started with and the extra he sent to wood. Fast castle, Persians and Aztecs. So is it Huang style? Like siege knights forward? Is it... I'm just really struggling to see why you choose Persians to go fast castle here when obviously Villese is going to pick Aztecs when it's available.
Yeah, I'm also thinking, what can Rubenstock really do in Castle Age to counter Aztecs? Because Villese, he could just boom and do monk defense and then have Weber Rico.
Yeah.
If Rubenstock goes for knights, then he could still add monks. So
yeah, we'll see.
But it's Rubenstock. He will have something in mind.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What if he goes sneaky Persian cav archers? I know Melkor out there would be like, Melkor would be like, yes, Melkor. I think it was Melkor who really thinks Persian cav archers are the best. That or Spring, but Spring thinks Mayan cav archers are the best, I'm sure.
Yeah, because plumes are trash now, so you need to go for cav archers.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think there's a hole anywhere, guys. I'm looking. I think the players have trouble checked. Everything seems pretty secure with the walls, and they're both on the way to feudal age. Same time, however, 1 extra villager for Rubenstock. And that has a lot to do with the Persian bonus, I'm sure. And possibly some idle time.
Yeah, for a second I was thinking, did someone lose a vill or did someone go for no loom? But yeah, like you said, it's the Persian bonus.
Yep.
And Rubenstock will even be to feudal age a little bit faster due to the bonus.
Persian, they need to... Eventually, I think, obviously they made Commanderon more expensive recently. But just the fact that they're... It's like a free villager, man. It's like a free villager. Your TC's working that much faster in Dark Age. It's so strong. I was cool with it when it was... What was it before? Feudal Age, right? Feudal Age onwards.
Yeah, feudal age onwards.
But Dark Age... Villese is being punished here for not picking Persians, basically. Because he's down a vill already. It's crazy.
Well, then again, Aztecs, they do have the +5 carry capacity, so if you compare raw eco, I think Villese might even have the better one, because Aztecs, they are quite sick as well.
Yeah. Guys, there's no hole. All right, I got it. I got it covered. There was a 1-tile gap on the left, but this... Unless he can jump off the edge of the earth and back, like maybe swing on a branch, I don't think he's going to get around there.
So market blacksmith from both. Will Rubenstock just boom?
Feels like it. I think he'll... Wait, what's he doing? He's sending more to gold, though. Would you send 5 to gold if you're just going for a boom? Maybe to buy some resources?
Yeah. Maybe to buy a 4 TC, but that would be really risky.
Yeah. 4 TCs on Gold Rush. I really think you have to prioritize the map control here, and so far, Belgium and I aren't really sure what Rubenstock is up to. It could be that he was expecting Aztecs to be used on another map. Keep in mind that Rubenstock, let's say he loses this, does have Aztecs available for himself later on. But I believe the play for Villese is pretty clear. Probably 1, if not 2 monasteries, monks for map control, and a boom, and then maybe there's a blind counter, maybe you go light cav, or hold on a second. Oh, Rubenstock's going into the center. Interesting. Maybe he'll just town center there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what he's going for.
It just...
It's so confusing.
The worry here is that he does not have any options to fight with. He can boom, and we saw... well, hold on a second. I thought if he would town center the safe area. What?
Maybe he wants to do some siege shenanigan. Maybe siege monk or something. Get atonement and convert Aztecs monks.
Or maybe he wants
I
to
don't
town
know.
center the left. I mean, Persian TCs are hard to destroy. Whoa, the birds! Whoa, what is happening? They just got caught on each other. Whoa! Have you ever seen anything like that? Oh, they're angry. Whoa! Oh my god, this makes a series right here. This makes a series. I don't know if that was some weird mating ritual. If we shouldn't have been watching that. How is the bird caught on the hill? What? Is there fishing line caught to his tail and it got caught on the terrain here? Alright, well, that bird is going to oversee this entire game. And we have a barracks and a monastery now for Villese. Are they attacking each other through the wall? They were. What? Now I can't stop looking at birds, Belgium. Alright, that was different, to say the least. So I think it's a good move from Villese to add some eagles. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Just to have something, to have a little bit of map presence. Doesn't take that much of a toll on your eco. And if you can get 5 relics as Aztecs, even if you don't have the middle, that's still a decent amount of gold income.
Yeah. This is so greedy from Rubenstock, guys. He's going for 3 town centers. The only military he has is a scout. I don't even know if he has the food income to sustain villager production. It's actually so difficult to keep villager production rolling with Persian TCs because they produce so quickly. But he will gain an economy lead, so there's that. And I also see him going to stone at home.
Yeah, and he's going for 2 TCs in the center. Imagine if Villese scouts that, and then he just sits like 2-3 mangonels on the top of that hill in the center of the goal.
Yeah, I think the logic from Rubenstock is he knows this is greedy.
And but he might get a monk. No, he's going back.
Yeah, just runs back here. But I feel like if you have 3 TCs and you're being greedy with Persians, first off, your TCs work faster. But second, if you get Maganel pushed... Oh, he wants guard tower. Okay, I was thinking that the TCs have higher HP, so it's hard to do that. But he's on stone, so he can go for guard tower eventually. Very weird. I've never seen anything like this before on Gold Rush.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he will try and boom and then switch into longsword and light cav later.
Yeah.
I think the guard tower play also is fairly decent choice, but for now it will get denied. And
yeah, loses
I
the
wouldn't
bill.
be surprised to see Villese send a Vil forward to make a siege workshop there.
Yeah, just... It's quite obvious that Rubenstock has tried something different. He's tried something different because he knows how good Villese is with standard play. But it's almost too different here. There's a reason there's a meta. There's a reason you have to prioritize map control, and he'll try and force his tower up. He loses a villager to a conversion. He does swoop in with the scout, but the scout won't even get a pick off there. This is not looking too hot at the moment for Rubenstock. He doesn't have the university yet, so he can't get guard tower. He's desperate now. Okay, tower's up. Nice. And another tower will go up. Still 50 villagers to 43. Okay.
Yeah, and Villese is on 2 TCs, while Rubenstock is on 3. Now, Villese did get the second relic.
Yeah, that's huge, right? If you don't have a lot of gold, he's actually bringing in the third, too. So if you don't have a lot of gold, but you get 33% more gold per relic, that can be very helpful here as Aztecs. This is what I think Villese could consider doing. Instead of adding a third TC, send villagers to stone, and then when you're on stone, go imp faster with less eco, build a castle, and then maybe go for trebs. Feel like you could possibly afford Treb Eagle with this economy.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like he's going for that one. He's starting to add villagers on stone.
Oh yeah, he's on stone on the right side. Exactly. Yeah. This is good play, and Aztec farming's pretty fast. You might not have the Vil count, but you're prioritizing that map, which Rubenstock was hoping to keep from you.
Yeah, and those eagles that he made, they aren't that taxing on the eco since they're only 20 food.
Yeah, and now if you expect that that's what you're open to, if you're in Rubenstock's shoes and you've gone for a big boom, I actually don't think you gain much from the Imperial Age. Instead, At this point, you have a good economy. I think here you go for all-in light cav and knights. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, for a second I thought he was going just barracks to go longswords to counter the eagles, but you do still need some light calves to counter the monks. So I think, yeah, Rubenstock should just play full castle age to try and get the map control and rely on his bull. So yeah, I think this will be definitely an interesting game. See how it plays out. Rubenstock also adding in stone walls to his base just to be extra safe.
So he doesn't get raided there. Yeah, so I can kind of see what he's going for now. Now, Villese will see the stable, so he knows what's up. Villese also has such good scouting, he'll probably get all 5 relics, which is incredible. And redemption, and he'll just convert the stable. That's not to convert siege, it's just to convert the stable.
Will we see some Xlotl warriors?
Oh my god, if he makes a Zlata warrior, I'll lose my mind! Okay.
That would be just sick.
Okay, so for those that don't know what that is, with DE, if Aztecs or Incas convert a stable, they can create a horse unit from that stable. Don't delete it, Rubenstock. No! No! He doesn't want to be memed upon. What a bummer. Damn. If I were in Villese's shoes and I was good friends with Rubenstock, I would totally convert that. And then I would send it underneath the TC just to rub it in his face.
I would have definitely made like one just for the memes.
Just for the memes, exactly, yeah. I guess it's still very serious, right? So you have to be careful how much you meme, but a nice job from Rubenstock. He's definitely going light cav. And he's even starting to stonewall in the center. I like it. 82 villagers for him. That's a crazy count. But Villese, he's going to be making elite eagles soon, and he will have a castle soon. And all 5 relics.
Yeah, and he's getting pikemen, so I think he knows that Rubenstock is going for the light cap base. So.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 relics is a lot, not to mention there's still a lot of gold back here for Villese. He has about, I'd say, 1,800 gold to work with. Actually, you're looking at more than that. I'd say about 3,000.
Yeah, exactly. That pile in the back, he's just starting to mine that one.
And maybe if there was only 3 tiles of gold, a strategy like this could really work, but there's a castle now for Rubenstock. He did kill a few monks. Light cav will not do very well here. Not when pikemen are in the mix. But with the castle up, maybe he can delay Villese's castle, and that eco will grow for him. Nice job.
Yeah, I do think Rubenstock maybe went a bit too heavy on the light cav and added some.
Yeah.
Because now he doesn't really have any damage dealing units to kill that army from Rubenstock, or from Villese.
Yeah. I like the castle position, but is he going to have the military to... attack the castle, attack the castle! Oh, man. He could... Oh, I thought he was going to destroy the castle when it was on 6 HP. That would have been so epic. But no, that castle's going up. Full light cav definitely needs knights. And you don't have... maybe longsword is the play, like you had mentioned.
Yeah. He's making a barracks, he's making a siege. I think he will go for double siege workshop ram play.
What? He's making petards?
Oh, yeah, he's gonna go like all in rams, petards, longswords, light cav knights, some stuff like that.
Okay, so this is awkward. I removed the petard emote earlier today, so the subs out there, sorry we don't have that. I removed it for the new emotes that we're adding in for Hidden Cup. Didn't expect to see them, so I figured that would be safe. But it's Rubenstock, and you're right, I think he'll go with as many rams, as many light cav, and even longswords as possible, and the longer he holds, the better his chances get in this game.
Yeah, and Villese, he doesn't have the eco yet to go for elite eagle warriors, of course.
Yeah.
Aztecs, they don't get halberdiers, so I think this might work for Rubenstock if he times it perfectly.
Oh, if Rubenstock breaks in, if he attacks this corner piece and breaks in and starts to raid, that would distract Villese big time. Villese needs to be careful. He needs to pull a lot of vills and house wall this. Again, if those were knights, I think the knights get in a lot faster, though. So it's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, if you broke in, I think it would still be quite easy for Villese to wall behind, but that would definitely be some slight eco disturbance. And Villese, he's on a tiny eco if you compare the the Vil count, it's almost 100 for Rubenstock, while it's 70 for Rubenstock, for Villese.
Villese will expect the light cav. He'll expect the rams. He'll expect the potential longswords. These are all things that make sense. What he won't expect are petards. Now, I think it takes 2 petards to kill a treb. I think that's what it is. It's so rare. Now Elite Eagle is in for Villese. Rubenstock. Quickly! Walls! What just happened? That was sick! The villagers can still repair now, and longswords are here to help. The light cav could swoop in. They tried to, but the pikemen are there. This is incredible. What do I look at?
Yeah, this is sick.
Will the light cav take out the trebs? Oh, they're so weak, man. No, not even 1 treb goes down there.
1 HP on that trap.
Yeah, now it's being repaired too. Alright, Rubenstock.
That was like 10, 15 light cav that he lost for nothing, basically.
Rubenstock. This is your time, man. This is your time. You're out of stone. He has to buy stone. He has
And
so many
all those
petards.
petards will pop out.
He has so many.
He has 11 petards in total. I think now he's just going to go for it.
Yeah, he has to try.
Any longer.
Alright, so if he sends the rams longswords in first, the petards will be hit later on. What does Villese see here? Villese sees the petards. They're awkwardly stumbling forward. Just roll the barrels down the hill. Just press the roll downhill button, and you're good. What just happened? He lost like 3 of them there. The quick walls come in. The petards are going in after the trebs. Oh! Get him! Get him! Oh no, they're being blocked! Get the trebs!
No!
Get the trebs! No! Oh god!
No!
Oh, this is the most ridiculous fighting scene I think I've seen in a long time. The trebs are... Wait! Oh! He gets the trebs, dude! He actually gets them. He has a fighting chance here. What? This is amazing, Belgium. I don't have words for this. If he adds in knights now with longswords and towers up the center, there's limited gold for Villese. He could probably make a few more trebs, and there's no more petards for Rubenstock.
He's making more towers.
Yeah,
I would like, and he's dropping a university at home. He's going to go for light for guards.
yeah. All right, so now do you make skirms if you're in Villese's shoes? Because skirms will actually be okay versus the longswords. Is it just still full eagle?
But yeah, Rubenstock could still go for a knight, so
Yeah.
that skirms wouldn't be the best.
Okay. I think
Seems like if he's going around, so he's gonna try and raid Rubenstock, but he doesn't know that he's stonewalled yet, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he will find those vills. There's a lot of stone there. And that stone has been important to Rubenstock, and Rubenstock realized, might as well just drop off the stone before you lose those vills, Rubenstock. Those vills will die. Which,
Meanwhile, Rubenstock, he also went for the extra stone on the right on the right.
yeah. I think Villese will know about all of that, though, because he scouted everything. Yeah, he sees that. Remember, 5 relics, still some gold, and now another castle for Villese. If he builds that castle, I think he is going to be able to take some of the gold soon. Just needs to deal with the trebs. And then if you're Rubenstock, it's getting dicey now. You have to fight. And he has knights. He'll go in. He'll try and delay this as much as possible and take a treb out. Now run away. What? He just lost 4 knights to conversions. Ouch. All 4 of those monks got conversions.
He still got the trap in the end. I was like, are you gonna leave another week trap again?
Yeah. I love the fact, I respect the fact that Rubenstock has tried this. You know, it looked like it had a chance at working. But Villese, equal to it, better than it. The petards didn't do what Rubenstock would have wanted, and now I'm just really not seeing how, when you're all in Castle Age, you deal with this. There's gold income for Villese, so there's no worries there now. He has Arbalest, he has Eagles, he has Pike.
Yeah, exactly. Those Arbalests, they're really huge at just sniping those longswords.
Yep. And Persian longsword is...
He even has the monks that could do some healing.
Knights are in. Okay, the overchop helps. Villese will be frustrated to see that. These are the things that tilt me. Like, if I'm winning, like, are you kidding me? How did those knights get in? So that does something, but again, it's probably short-lived unless Villese doesn't get military here to deal with it. And it's more about the center now than anything. Repairing the towers. This is very Rubenstock-like, right? Repairing towers.
Yeah, just try hard repairing.
Yeah. And sniping vills as he does this. He still is 30 vills ahead, and he might even... There was an overchop here too, so he could get these villagers. This helps. But can you fight what's in the center?
Maybe Rubenstock should add like 2-3 stables to the side and just constantly flood in light cav knights.
Yeah.
To try and raid.
Definitely an idea. I see longswords are on the way to join the party. I'll die if he gets the longswords in there. Is he actually... Wait, there's another overchop. He could get through and then maybe use the longswords against the pikes? Oh, there they go. Another hole. More villagers die. To Persian longswords.
2 monks are there. Well, he got 1 villager.
Yeah, it's something. But this is just a race of who... Can Rubenstock build towers at the rate that Villese destroys them right now?
Yeah, exactly. Now he's going in for the traps.
Yeah. Gets one, pays a price. This is such a Rubenstock game. This should be the thumbnail of the YouTube video right here. Just towers on towers on towers on towers. Desperate.
20 million towers.
And more knights go in.
Goes in for another trap. I think, yeah, he will get that one.
And run around and do it again. This is actually hilarious. Rubenstock, he's the worst to play against, seriously. But he's very stubborn, and here he comes again. He's going to the other trebuchets, and he could get at least 1, I believe. Definitely not 2. No! No! He's so unlucky again! That was twice this game!
2 HP.
Oh, jeez. I felt like it was a mistake for him to try and go for both. I think he should have committed for one originally.
I was going to say that's an ambitious split of his army. He should have just taken one and then went back.
Yeah.
I think now Villese is slowly cleaning up the towers faster than Rubenstock can build them.
Yeah, and there's limited stone for him, right? Actually, there's still a ton there, but the Eagles can fight underneath the towers, no problem. It's 9+6 attack, so even the longswords, not that they really stood much of a chance before, but they don't stand a chance. And this whole time, Villese has been taking gold. This whole time, Villese, he's even castling the right side to secure his base. He's had 5 relics. Villese wins game number 2. What a fun game, though. That was great.
Yeah, that was sick all-in castle play from Rubenstock.
Yeah, he definitely had to try it, right? But isn't Persians really weird?
Yeah.
I don't...
It was like, what can you do against Aztecs, really?
Yeah.
I think he played really well, but yeah, Aztecs is just way better still on this map.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible he didn't expect Aztecs there. I feel like Persians can probably face up against any other civ and be better. But against Aztecs, pretty much the clear Gold Rush pick if you have it available. It's always going to be difficult. Rubenstock does have Aztecs available for himself now. It's just hidden civ, no repeat. So he has a lot of strong options, and we'll see. Well played, Villese. Again, Villese seems to be the player who knows how to play the meta. He plays clean. He plays solid. And Rubenstock is just trying to find some way to break that. That's what it's looked like so far.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Rubenstock was expecting Villese to go Mayans, and then he wanted to counter with Persians.
Yeah, good point. I feel like Persians could do really well against Mayans, whereas Persians are not so good against the Aztecs. Well, that's how it goes when you're picking civs, and it's hidden pick. And now game number 3 will be on a home map for Rubenstock. It can be High Tide. It could be El Dorado. We've already seen Gold Rush. We'll update things here. I feel like... Okay, so next game I actually just saw it, so I'm not going to seem smart, but I feel like Aztecs can be really good for High Tide. There's a lot of relics there. And we're in game number 3 now. Welcome, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. This is Hidden Cup 3 qualifiers. Winner of this best of 7 will play in the main event of Hidden Cup 3, March 19th through the 22nd. Rubenstock has gone for Aztecs, and Villese has gone for, I think, the expected pick of Japanese.
Yeah, like Japanese, Persians, any sort of decent water hybrid civ is going to shine on this map.
Yeah. Okay, so Japanese, fantastic when water's involved. Their lumber camps, mining camps, mills, all cheaper. They save wood, and they can dock and fish with that, which is so important. And then their fishing ships have armor. Their fishing ships have HP. Rubenstock hasn't gone with a civilization, which is a water civ per se. He's gone for a civilization, which is more of a land-only civilization, much like we saw from Villese previously. So, there are 3 relics in the center. Can you get to those relics somehow if you don't have water control, is my question. What is Rubenstock looking to do here against the Japanese?
Yeah, exactly. That's also something I was thinking. The thing is, if your opponent goes for heavy fire ship, then you could still use your monks to convert them. But if he knows, all right, he's Aztecs, he might go for monks, and then I will just switch into galleys and pick up those monks.
Good point.
That might be an option.
Yeah, that's something to think about then, I guess. Because Villese will probably have the edge on water, but maybe Rubenstock is expecting that so he can use the Aztec monks to convert the ships. He's gone forward nice and early. Rubenstock wanted a small advantage, and he has gained that. He's stealing the sheep, and I believe those sheep should make it back to either Rubenstock's base, or definitely won't be found by Villese. So, nice early laming. I like to see the aggression.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't found any of his sheep. He just went forward as soon as possible, got 2 sheep, has scouted most of Villese's base, and will probably go back now to get his sheep.
Yeah, it's not like this with all players, but again, I feel like it's a low confidence move. The player who's going to stay at home, not lame, and just play standard, that's the player who normally has more comfort in their abilities. And I don't want to offend MBL, who's a pretty clear example of someone who lames.
Is this an MBL?
Yeah, I don't want to make fun of MBL and say that he's not confident in his own abilities. He is. He's one of the exceptions, but here it just seems obvious. Rubenstock's like, okay, I need to do something to get an edge early, and he makes the move. You still have to dock, I believe. You still have to go for water, but how do you think about this if you're Aztecs? It's clear here that Japanese will go for water, right? Do you try and fight them, or do you try and do something different?
I think maybe Rubenstock will just go 1 dock, make a couple of fire galleys, and then just switch full to land.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like you said, it's really hard to fight against Japanese.
Okay.
The other thing to consider is if I give Japanese full water, then they will just fish boom out of control.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult. Rubenstock, he's walking up really far, so maybe he just wants to
hide it.
His dock, yeah. Maybe he wants to try and go for a fast castle.
Yeah. Okay.
Fast castle, monk siege, something like that.
Yeah, he's walling with 2 vills. He's walking a long distance to dock. I think he wants to hide his fish and go fast castle. Yeah. So he's docked way later. Villese is docked. Villese is going to fish, but I think Villese's strategy is still very much about winning water.
Yeah, exactly. Some players, they do like to drop their dock right away closest to the shoreline. Of course, then you can use your scout or eagle to harass them. For this, he opted to go a bit further, but that makes his fish safe from any land aggression.
Oh, Rubenstock didn't find his sheep here. Looks like someone isn't using auto-scouting. That's not good.
Well, they're using the old patch. I think otherwise he would have used.
I know, I'm just making fun of it. And Villese also not using auto-scouting. Oh, man. He can't find the sheep. Well, I think Rubenstock will get lucky then, as he walls, and he'll find them.
Find them, the walling.
Yeah. T90, has anyone won on this map while losing water? Let's see, I've seen 3 games. No. But Licks came very close. A lot of players come very close. I really think it's another one of those where you need to have a mix of water aggression and land aggression. And even more so water on high tide than some of the other ones, like Cross.
Yeah, it's tricky because you are so close and you think, all right, I will just go for the rush, but giving up fish is always something that comes at a cost.
So, do you notice what's going on here for Villese? He's full-walled his base. Is he actually going to feudal age? Or what's the plan here? Okay, he is going to feudal. Okay.
I think he just wants to be safe because he might be expecting some feudal aggression from Rubenstock, but it seems like it will be castle age aggression.
Yeah, and Villese, who will probably send a second Vill out to dock and win water, has not scouted that dock from Rubenstock. So it is essential for Rubenstock's strategy that these fishing ships are not found. I love the fact he's tried this. Again, he's thinking out of the box. Really smart thinking.
Rubenstock getting loom, so he will click up in a second.
Yeah. You can't eat this camel, unfortunately, but he does have 2 deer in here. So he's got some more food to take. Yeah, this is a fast castle. I think this will be fast castle monks. Has to be for Rubenstock. And I like it because they're so close together. I'm considering, because we will make some map changes leading up to the main event, adding more relics between the players. So that way, if you want to go for a strategy like Rubenstock, there's more benefit. So you lose water, but you might gain more land.
Yeah, that could be. So like maybe the 2 side relics in the center and then those 3 still.
Yep.
Yeah, that could be an interesting variation.
Because it almost promotes the Monk Siege push. And Monk Siege push is probably the best strategy you could go for if you're not fighting for water anyways. It's just something I'm talking to the team about.
Villese, he sent a villager to the center. Might even go for a third dock once he realizes that my opponent, he's not going for water. And Villese instantly adding 2 fishing ships.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, good move. You see your opponents in Dark Age. You don't see them anywhere on water, so take advantage of it yourself. I wonder how thorough he's going to be with his scouting, though. Because if you think about it, that's probably the last corner he would look. Then again, maybe it's the first corner you look for because it's Rubenstock. Where would Rubenstock hide? He would hide there, so hard to say, I guess.
Yeah, and one fire galley is going there, but yeah, Villese instantly going for the stone walls at home. He just wants to be safe because he knows there's going to be trouble in Castle Age.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a great strategy from Rubenstock, but at this point, only thing Villese is not aware of is the fact that Rubenstock is docked in the north. I think he knows that this fishing ships have probably been snuck. Rubenstock's making a demo. Is he going to go for the lick strategy and try and snipe the fish?
But it's Japanese. They won't die from a demo.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, a demo's a bit weird. But his fishing ships haven't been fouled yet, and he's on his way to Castle Age. With a lot on gold. So yeah, very much feels like this will be at least 1 monastery, 1 siege workshop. I'm thinking probably eventually 2 monasteries.
Yeah, and Villese, he did find those fishing ships eventually from Rubenstock, but yeah, they've paid off.
Yeah, very thorough scouting. The fishing ships got him to Castle Age, though. That's what Rubenstock wanted. I think he'll be happy with how long he had them around.
Did Rubenstock lose his eagle? Because I see Villese scout on 5 HP.
Demo does nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was weird. Why make a demo there? I don't get it. Against other fishing ships, it can work, but Japanese fishing ships are armored, man.
Yeah, and it seemed like Villese picked off the eagle from Rubenstock. Because his scout is on 5 HP. Yeah.
Yep. That scout died. Eagle.
And Villese.
Yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
Villese only going to be 50% up later, so he will have a decent eco. Definitely decent eco.
And he's also adding galleys too. Like you said, don't go too heavy on fires because monks can convert that. Add galleys, it might be better for you. I really feel like, yes, this is a nice idea, but this is expected. Villese has already stonewalled most of his map because he expects it. And so while it's a good strategy, it's almost too telegraphed. And that could be hurting Rubenstock's chances. Siege Workshop.
Yeah, I really like that Villese is also going on stone in the back, so he could go for potential guard tower defense.
Yeah. Making a
I do
barracks.
see him dropping a barracks, yeah. Maybe light calf, something like that.
Well, he's certainly going to have the food for it. He's also, I love this mining camp in the center. Craigasm. Right between the gold and the stone. Oh, the symmetry. It pleases me. He's doing something with that vill. I imagine he could build more docks out there with that villager if he needs to.
I hope he drops a monastery there, gets the 3 relics in. That would be really good for him.
Yeah.
He's going for siege workshop.
Siege defense. And now we have an outpost from Rubenstock, who now sees that Villese has an outpost. He also sees, there's a scout, that Villese has stone walls. So I think probably fast redemption is the way to go here. Oh, do you see what I'm seeing? Supplies! No. Supplies is on the way for Villese. He's getting supplies. He wants to go longswords, maybe?
But I don't think that's the best
I don't like
answer
it.
Against full monks.
They're slow. All that's going to do is supply your opponent with infantry of their own after the conversions. Sorry, I had to.
T90 dad joke. Well, Rubenstock, he's going for a barracks. So instead of for double monastery, he's just going one monastery, city workshop, and probably some eagles or some spearmen.
Yeah, meaning that if it's less investment on the front, he will now add another town center. So he's prioritizing eco with 5 farms, which is a bit worrying, but maybe he'll get a few more up. It could be a slight overreaction here from Villese to go for the supplies.
Yeah, exactly. I do actually like that he's going for the expert TC.
Yeah.
Probably banking on the fact that my opponent will go for a huge defense because Aztec monks is really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, supplies is not cheap, and it doesn't really pay off unless you make 10 plus infantry units. Then you have to consider you need man-at-arms, and then longswords. He's going for 2 barracks. This could be an incorrect read from Villese. It really could. He has enough stone for a castle soon. I wonder where that will go.
Probably in front of his TC, but will he have the time to drop that one because the walls are going down?
Yeah, it's weird. The walls are down. No redemption yet for Rubenstock, right? I don't think he has many monk upgrades at all.
He does have a couple of eagles to try and snap that mangonel.
Somebody in chat said supplies before making the units. What a tryhard! reminds me of all the low elo legend games where someone will make 10 militia in Dark Age and then research supplies in Feudal Age and then just have them sit there. It's such a waste of resources. All right. So Rubenstock is sending an eagle in here to scout. Will he see the barracks? Oh, it's a siege tower. What? Oh my god! He's going to put... Yo! Yeah, this is next level. He's going to put the infantry inside the siege tower and then run in. Or roll in. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
That's sick.
I can't wait to see this. Okay. They're not...
Who needs squires when you can have a siege tower?
Wait, does researching squires increase the speed of your siege tower? Because I don't know who's controlling that siege tower. Are the dudes running in there? The squires increase the speed?
I think they're pushing it.
Yeah, somehow.
And look at it go, look at it go.
Choo choo! And you can't convert it now! Oh, this is amazing from Villese! Oh, who needs Rubenstock for meme strategies when we have Villese?
He's trying to ground attack him, but it won't work. It won't work.
Back inside. Oh my god, hop out? Hop out?
Rubenstock trying to block with the mango.
Kill the monks. And back inside. Dude, this is amazing. That actually just won him the game. I can't believe that everything's gone. Everything is gone.
And now he can go to Rubenstock's base and transport them over the palisade wall.
And Rubenstock knows it. Yo, that was amazing. We were questioning it. How dare we question it? What a legend, guys. What a legend. Legends in the chat for Villese. Villese, he's not... oh, wait. Hold on. There's a longsword raiding the woodline. That's actually quite sloppy. But, he's not the type of person you would expect to laugh with a lot of force. But I'm sure he's dying right now, whatever that is for Villese. Oh, nice attack round for Rubenstock. The siege tower is now down. Alright, the Mangonel will go down. I mean, he wants a castle. That's going to go up eventually. It's just, for the moment, this is pretty messy. Wow.
Those eagles got the ram down, but yeah,
he
should still be able to have enough to get the castle in the center.
Yeah, look at the fish, man. Oh, wait, Rubenstock's coming back on the water. With 3 docks, too, okay. probably the only thing he could try and do here. I think Villese has gained such a foothold over this game, it's going to be tough still, but it's worth trying something. So, castle's definitely going up. That villager will go down. Villese does not see the fact that the docks are coming up. And I have to give Rubenstock some credit. His land eco is pretty solid. No! He just let the longswords in! Oh, that hurts. Adding a third town center now. Guys, if we see a siege tower in Hidden Cup 3, and Villese wins this best of 7, Villese confirmed. Okay, remember that. That will probably be the most notable moment for Villese, certainly, in the qualifiers. He has not lost a game, by the way. He was undefeated in... It was a quick 3-0 in round 1. And right now, we're looking like it could be 3-0 in this best of 7. But Rubenstock's going to try, Belgium. Here he comes with some fires.
Man, Villese, he has close to 30 fishing ships.
That's crazy. I mean, you could lose them all here. He is upgrading his navy, so he seems to realize what's going on. That is...
Yeah, and he still has a couple of fire ships in the back.
Yeah.
Rubenstock is just sailing past those vills from Villese.
Yeah. Castle's up. So maybe Samurai in the future. These fish... He almost has so many fishing ships, it's less efficient. You know? Like, there's too many going after one fish. They need to share. I don't see them going down, bumping.
Though. But I do think Villese will have enough to defend. He has 6 fire ships, a couple of galleys. He also has way more dogs than Rubenstock, so...
Omer in the chat mentions Gebetto Siege Tower. Yeah, I mean, listen, we've all seen that before. It's still amazing because Siege Towers are so rare. But I feel like Gebetto Siege Tower is one of the rare times it makes a whole lot of sense. To go 2 Barrack Longsword Siege Tower against Monk Siege is something I've never seen before. That was just out of this world, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really creative play. And it worked out. Villese can even drop another castle. I would like to see him even just drop it in the center with that one villager.
Yeah, drop it forward. Send a message here. But, you know, someone in the chat said that the Siege Tower attacked. And I saw a bug. Like, I don't know if it was intentional, but I saw a bug last month where the Siege Tower actually did shoot arrows. So I'll have to rewatch that. Because that totally changes the Siege Tower if that actually happened there. But there we go. Villese is on the way up. Rubenstock is close to clicking up. But, you know what? Look at the economy difference for a second.
Yeah. They have the same amount of vills. And I do think fishing ships, they do get counted in with the villager count, right?
They do, yeah, and they're all bumping each other. Is this actually possible for Rubenstock? It felt like it would be over, but his land boom behind this has been sick.
And if Rubenstock goes for Jaguars?
Oh.
Jaguar Skirmisher Trebuchet, something like that. That could be a really sick composition against Japanese.
Yeah. Man, the fish, it's actually giving me a bit of anxiety just watching how much they bump. Ugh. So inefficient. It's like a laggy Black Forest game with trade carts. they just won't move.
And Rubenstock, he even is sneaking in some dogs back, but Villese, his villager, he's running towards that position.
Yeah. I think Rubenstock wants to focus on water in him. I think he wants to go fast fire. Wait, Japanese don't get... Wait, do they get fast fire or do they not?
I think they do. Yeah, they do.
It's Italian. Wait, no, Italians get it. What civ doesn't get fast fire? That's really important. Obviously...
Malians, maybe?
I forget. There's a, I guess, Vikings, maybe? I'm just thinking of the top 3 water civs. I thought there was one out there. But anyways, we actually have archery ranges now for Villese. And Rubenstock probably feels like his one chance to get back into the game is win at Trebor. So he's going to drop his castle right there and turn this into a Trebor first thing in the Imperial Age.
Where is Villese dropping a second castle? Oh, he hasn't dropped it yet. I guess once he sees the castle from Rubenstock, he might even drop it. Oh, he's dropping it in front.
Yeah, okay. Oof, which means Rubenstock will have his... There'll be one castle versus 2 castles, which means he'll be out-trebed, and it's Japanese trebs. And he wasn't really able to clear out all of the fish either.
And Aztecs, they don't have any defense upgrade. They don't have hoardings. They don't have masonry
on the buildings. Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
and Villese is getting that too. Villese is getting, oh, he's getting siege engineers. My bad.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to masonry sometimes.
Block printing from Rubenstock. So
yeah,
I mean, once this castle is down, what army is Rubenstock going for besides monks?
Just monks. All right, get the siege tower out. Make another siege tower, all right? And just take care of the monks and you win, Villese. Nah, he's going archers out of the ranges. And it's a good play. He has the eco for it. Yes, the monks have more range, but monks are so much more expensive. So I think Villese is in the position to be very patient. Wait until he has the numbers to take the engagement and then swoop in. Maybe eagles, maybe skirms. Those are some things that Rubenstock could think about, but it has to be soon. Because otherwise, this is going to be way too much for him to deal with.
Yeah, Rubenstock, he's adding a couple of ranges, so he might go for some skirmishers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Houses everywhere from Rubenstock. He's starting to panic a little bit. He knows he's down 2 games already to his teammate, and he wants to get a win. I get it, man. And I did, in the end, I think the strategy was pretty interesting. And we also got to see a ridiculous highlight when Villese countered it. But there's a reason you pick Japanese, there's a reason you go for water, and Villese, he doesn't even have a farm last time I checked. He hasn't needed them. His eco is just fantastic, and now fish traps too, which is a great move.
Yeah. And Rubenstock, he is running out of gold. He doesn't have any relics. Now, smartly, he did scout the extra gold to the left and to the right, and he's also adding a couple of dogs there and even a castle.
Yep. Yep, so castle for Rubenstock. That's just to protect it from any navy, and maybe he wants to dock and maybe he wants to fight back on water, but there's almost too much he needs to do right now. That's the problem. Fast fire is already in for Villese. Oh, and the monks! How many conversions can you get, Rubenstock? A lot. Wow. That was impressive. But
wait, where are the monks?
At Rubenstock's base, he got about 6
right.
conversions on the arbs. And now he's going skirmisher, but everything's getting trebbed, and the longswords are here.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the greatest upgrades yet on his skirmishers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just everything is snowballed out of control.
I would like to see him get the Atlatl upgrade for the +1 range and attack on his skirms.
Yeah, he does have the castle now, so... Wait, no, he has it. He has Atlatl. That means he's lacking chemistry. Because he has 8 range.
Yeah, but you have 8 range standard. It's 9 range.
Oh, yeah. Yep, sorry. Wait. Yeah. Wait, tower now. Okay. Tower.
Some Yasamat tower action.
Is he trying to convert the trebs? That would have to be some real monk RNG for that to have worked. No. It's weird when you look at the pops, but it just doesn't seem like Rubenstock has any chance now. I don't know where his population is. Like, how does Villese only have 132 population? It's probably due to the lack of vills, as he's now adding some farms. Trebs can be converted, to the people asking. Trebs can be converted if you have redemption. You have to be at the base of the Treb, though, and that's what he was trying there. Good luck pushing these towers.
He's making another castle a bit to the right of his base. Don't really see that doing much, besides maybe some protection from the water, if he wants to go for the wood line in late against galleons.
I think the only way Rubenstock does it is if he gets fast fire and he snipes all those fishing ships. Because if he does that, he has a big eco lead. But I don't know if he has the time to do that. And he doesn't have the counter to the tower push and the Treb push. And this is it's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse for him. And what's funny is when you get pushed like this, you keep rebuilding houses normally in the back of your base. All of these houses are going to be trebbed down. That's 100 pop space that he needs. And so it'll just make things worse. Not to mention the castles that are out there. Or like this one on the shoreline will probably be trebbed next.
Yeah, and Rubenstock, he doesn't have any siege, so he can't really the keeps from Villese.
Yeah. Yeah, he has
So
one
Villese
treb.
he will just build a couple of keeps, keep his trebs behind, siege down all the buildings, and then push forward like that.
Yep, this is desperation time for Rubenstock. Is he about to send... Hold on a second. I think he's going to try and convert the Navy. You've paid for it. I'm going to use it. Is that where he's sending his monks right now? Alright. It's actually...
I guess it makes sense, because he can't really do anything in his base.
Yep. Here he goes. He sees them. This is Vilese's point of view. Well, Villese can just sail away, right? He can sail to the north and avoid that. Yeah, okay, so not what Rubenstock would have wanted. Uh-oh, maybe it will be.
Let's see.
2? It's a lot of clicking you need. Maybe he'll get 2 more here. This is so weird. Alright, he gets a few more, but he's still losing his base everywhere. He'll lose his castle. His villagers are running to the center. Does he want to drop a castle in the middle? He does want to drop a castle in the middle, where all the gold is. What is this game?
And he could do it. He has the space for it.
Okay, clear out. We're going to gold now. All the lumberjacks can't come, apparently. They're just meant to chop wood, but all the miners, they have new jobs. This is stupid, man. This is so Rubenstock. But this game will just continue like this for the next hour if Rubenstock wants to continue to run. He'll eventually be pushed out of the middle,
minutes,
too.
all those villagers will be on the other side of the map.
Yeah. They have to run the whole way around. Alright, Rubenstock. Well, he has galleons. He had to convert them, but he does have galleons. He can maybe get the relic in the center. It's so cluttered here. He's trying to add a town center. What on earth is this?
Yeah, and he's making mass monasteries, so he will just go full monks. Try and convert as many ships as he can.
Oh, man. I know this makes me sound evil to say this, but I kind of wish Spring would face Rubenstock doing this just once, just to hear Spring rage. Because Spring does not like it when Rubenstock continues to play and try wacky things.
Why does he do this? Is what Spring would
The
say.
game was over in 20 minutes, you know. But there's been a few instances where Rubenstock tries his best, and then he ends up coming back. Against Villese, it seems very unlikely. But anyways, that's just the evil part of me. I love you, Spring. Someone in the chat says I beat Spring last night and he would not resign. Salute the man. Congratulate him for his win. It was funny, actually. I was watching that game and I was wondering why you didn't kill him faster when there was like Spring was at 60 pop, but I did watch that game myself. Alright. Well, apparently Rubenstock's not giving up. Monks, monks, monks. This is unwinnable, right?
Yeah, this is like, I can drag the game out 30 minutes, but I have no way of winning.
Yeah. Seems like it. There's a new report function now. You can report people. Maybe Villese could use that option. Oh, Rubenstock is running to the middle! With these villagers. Is every bit of his eco going to be in the center at one point? There he goes. Oh, the demo. It's all part of the plan. The demo. The highlights.
It's a bait.
Boom! Worth it.
He wanted to try and make your game crash again, like Angela.
Yeah, I figured out why that happens too. Apparently you're not supposed to select units before they all die. Which, my response was, this is a game of war. So if I can't select units before they die, we might have some problems, but it's fine. Rubenstock, he thinks it's fine. He's walling more. He's so dead. Just resign.
Even the galleons helping out.
Yeah. He still has gold in the middle. And he has 2 relics there. Okay, this is where we start making bets. I will gift 50 subs to my stream if Rubenstock wins. Just to make it interesting, you know? Yeah, this is where I get in trouble, but 50. 50. Suddenly Rubenstock has a lot more fans.
And Villese, he can even take the gold, the extra gold to the left of his base, which he hasn't taken.
Yeah, there's resources everywhere. I really wish he would make a ram and ram down the houses. That seems like an underrated move to pop cap Rubenstock.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have any space to
Yeah,
rebuild houses.
exactly.
Well, then again, with monks you can convert past your pop space, so
There you go.
it's houses.
You only have 50 pop space, but you convert everything. And okay, Rubenstock, he resigns, he taps out. I think you and I both agree. We could see what he was trying to do there, but Villese knew it as well. And Villese with the siege tower pretty much put a stop to it in Castle Age.
Yeah, that was just a sick move that completely shifted the game.
Yeah.
I think otherwise, Rubenstock could have continued to pressure on, and he did add eco behind, so the game would have been a lot closer, yeah.
What I expected was he'd send the longswords out, and then Rubenstock would convert it. He'd convert all of them, sorry, and then Rubenstock would still be in the game. But that siege tower play of the day right there. Well, the score is now 3-0. If you think back to round 1 in this qualifier, Villese 3-0'd Satao, a player around the level of Rubenstock, I would say, from France, easily. Villese is really showing that he deserves to be in the main event of Hidden Cup 3. I am hoping that Rubenstock can put in some work here, maybe get an extra win or two, or possibly pull off the reverse sweep. We saw one earlier. Slopes. So, Indians is globally banned. Khmer is globally banned. Do they go Mongols because of the hunts? We saw Licks go for Slavs on the map. What are your thoughts, Project Belgium?
Yeah, I think Mongols is probably the best bet, but with seeing a couple of Slav appearances, and it does make a lot of sense because late game they are really good on this map.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it will probably be Mongols.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at El Dorado, you don't need Mongols. Hideout, other civs probably than Mongols. Cross, definitely not Mongols. And so I'm thinking Mongols. We'll hop into game 4. We have not seen a mirror matchup yet. So this is the first mirror matchup. And mirror matchups actually really show you the difference between two players sometimes. Because in non-mirror matchups, you can go for different strategies. In a mirror matchup, when you have the same options, it's more about who's just the better player. Rubenstock here in the red, and then Villese here in the blue. I've talked a lot about slopes, Belgium, but what are your thoughts on the map? You know, it's brand new. I personally really liked it.
Yeah, I also really like it. You do know the set positions of the deer and the shorefish, so you do know where to pressure. The map is fairly open in the center, where you, once you go into Castle Age, you do have to expand outwards because those wood lines, they are fairly small. So yeah, I think it's a really nice, aggressive map.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a map that we might even see some players ban, possibly, if they have the option to, if they're a player who doesn't play well on it. Most of the players, and we'll have 16 names in the main event, they're all going to be fast players. They can all play on open maps, but there might be some that prefer to not play towards the strength of speed.
Doubts?
I was going to say that. I was going to say that. Well, okay, so what's funny is Doubt and Tim play on Monday, and the winner of that best of 7 moves on. And I think if Doubt wins and moves on, he won't like this map against some of the other players in the event. And I think if Tim moves on, he's also not going to like this map either, because you have to be very fast-paced. So keep that in mind, guys, when we're trying to guess who is who during the main event.
Yeah. And one difference in playstyle between those two is that Villese instantly from the start of Dark Age.
Yeah, Villese went to the deer already. What's up with Rubenstock going for 4 on wood with Mongols? That is really uncommon. Normally you're seeing straight to the deer as quick as possible, straight to the hunt as quick as possible. 4 on wood, we said it in the Persian matchup. It indicates something other than fast feudal.
And he's making a barracks.
What?
Well, I think I'm a bit in front.
Yeah, you might be.
Oh, I'm a bit ahead of you.
Well, spoilers. Maybe pause somewhere. We can get to that point together.
Yeah, I have your stream open, so.
Okay, perfect. I saw
I'm
you.
at 5 minutes now.
This Belgium is co-casting, and he'll also type emotes in the chat. He can't help himself. I saw you type T90 Doubt there when we mentioned Doubt. I thought that was funny. All right, so yeah.
No, I have your stream open, so just in case any one of us gets ahead, then I know if I need to speed up or pause.
All right, yeah, that's perfect. So I guess at this point you might know, but I've just seen the barracks, and I'm closing in on 5 minutes. But that barracks was almost spotted by Villese. If Villese would spot that, he might know what's going on. I guess this is going to be a YOLO drush after the villagers to see if you can pick them off. But I almost feel like Loom will already be in for Villese by the time the militia are alive.
Sorry to interrupt, but Rubenstock went for the gold in the back and saw it.
Wow.
So he knows militias are coming now.
Yeah, so when you drush, you collect 10 gold. So you have the gold to get Loom and also make 3 militia. And so seeing that villager is huge. I'm surprised that Villese didn't kill that Vill, actually. He just let it go. He could have killed that Vill.
Yeah, and I guess going for a rush does make some sort of sense because you can deny your opponent from the deer. Now, the good thing is that he went super, super fast for the hunt, so...
Yeah.
Rubenstock might not be able to deny as much deer as he wants to, but I think he will definitely be able to just use his militia to kill some deer and deny Rubenstock from the deer.
Yeah, so... I see Feudal Age on the way for Villese. This looks like meta. This looks like scouts. And then you have Rubenstock. Is this Drush Fast Castle?
I think it's really, really risky on this map.
It's very weird. Yeah. It's not a map to go Drush FC. It's so open, so exposed. It's so difficult to wall your base. Most players have been going for very fast scouts. In fact, all players have gone for very fast scouts, regardless of whether they've won or lost. This is the first time we've seen something different. Even just knowing to get Loom is important here for Villese.
He also went for the hunt, but he just took 1 deer and then went back. Maybe he forgot about his lumber camp or his mill.
Yeah. He didn't have the wood because he milled the berries. I think even if Villese loses a villager here, which he might not, he won't have many complaints, Belgium. He can just make a stable and pump out scouts, and Rubenstock's base will be wide open.
Yeah, and he has 500 food, so he should be more than fine.
Yeah, it's not like there'll be any shortage there. Now, if you somehow go for an insta-drush, I'm not saying Lithuanians are meta here, but if you went for the Lithuanian drush, then you can clear out the deer before a couple of them are taken. But now Villese is in feudal. He's already taken half of his deer. And Rubenstock is milling now, so I think it was a mistake that he didn't do so before. And Villese loses 1 Vill, but the rest of the militia won't accomplish much. I would attack the deer if I were him, though. Just kill the deer.
Yeah, exactly. So 1 militia from Rubenstock is just 1 hit. I think Villese will get it.
He ran back. He went in and then ran back. I guess he didn't realize it was low. Shoot the deer quickly before it gets taken out. Yeah, there you go. Shoot it so you can eat it. Oh, nice. That's the way to do it right there. I don't know, man.
Right now, Rubenstock on the way to Feudal Age, so yeah, it won't be a Rush FC, I think.
Yeah.
He's going for the gold in the back, so maybe it will be archers, but then again, he doesn't have that many on wood, so...
This is probably the most shocking of all the games. Yes, Rubenstock tried some different things before, but to go for what he has tried for on this map, it doesn't make any sense. And it could be because he's been 3-0'd so far, and he's not very confident, and he knows how good Villese is. Trying something different I can get on board with, but this right here, it just seems like suicide right now. 3 scouts, full HP scouts, on the way and on the prowl for these villagers, and he's just about to arrive to Feudal Age. He doesn't even have a spear out.
Yeah, and he has scouted those deer, so once that 3rd scout is there, he will send... He sees Rubenstock is up to Feudal Age now, so he knows I need to do damage now because there will be spears in an instant there for sure.
Yep. Well, let's see what type... Oh, okay. He quick walls. He will lose a villager. It's so much work for yourself now to have to wall. You can't take the deer anyways, so... and actually...
He can run over those deer.
Oh, no.
This is bad.
Yeah, this is not good for Rubenstock. Again, I can appreciate the fact he tried something different. But Villese, it's so easy for him now. He has all of his hunts.
Oh,
Oh
he
no!
even broke.
I think this is
Quick
just.
wall? No.
I think this is just. We might just be seeing the GG here. Actually, it's not like Rubenstock to call it, but to lose that many villagers.
Surprisingly, Vill count is only 2 difference.
That's weird. How did that happen?
Oh yeah, he did kill 1 Vill from Villese with a militia.
True,
but
that's
still.
true, yeah. So this drush into archer strategy is actually even rare on Arabia. But this map is more open than Arabia, so very surprised to see it. And the easy counter now for Villese, who has an amazing economy, is to go into archers himself, or to go into some skirmishers. He has 500 food in the bank. Everything just looks so nice and neat and clean at Villese's base, and Rubenstock's all over the place. No structure, really.
Yeah. Villese going for 2 ranges. Like you said, he could go for skirms, he could go for archers. He knows exactly what Rubenstock is going for, while Rubenstock, he doesn't really have any idea what Villese is going for in the back of this.
Yep, so open to the counter with ranged units. Villese might not even do it in feudal, but if he makes a few archers and skirms now and keeps these scouts alive, the spear defense, the archers coming forward, all of that gets countered. I'm feeling a bit bummed at the moment.
Blacksmith soon.
Yeah, and Villese knows there's a weak villager there. How good has Villese played? He even knows about that one Vill that was on half HP. Oh, Rubenstock tries to wall it in, and... What? Doink! Loses it anyways, and a scout does not even die. Beautiful play from Villese. Just flawless play from Villese, really.
And Rubenstock, he was trying to go around, but Villese is fully walled almost completely.
Yep. Yep. If it takes you, what is it, 17 minutes to get your feudal age army over to your opponent, good luck, and now the counter's already here. Villese has been waiting for this every step of the way. On top of this, he should be in a better position to go Castle Age 2, so... This is what competitive Age of Empires is about, right, man? You make a mistake or two, you're still in it, but you leave yourself this open to the counter, you go for a unit composition, which really doesn't make sense in the situation, and a player like Villese will punish you.
Yeah. Rubenstock, he is also making a stable in the back, but I do believe that Villese will have enough archers to support his skirmishers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I think in this situation, let's say it was earlier in the game, you'd see a stable here for Rubenstock. He's just added it, actually. I didn't realize. So you make the stable to counter the skirms. That is his way back. Villese, he's going to start transitioning into some archer production and just go Castle Age. So Rubenstock's chance now is if he gets enough scouts out to counter this and just holds on. The downside is that's a huge food investment, and he'll be further from Castle Age. Oof, man.
Those 2 villagers on the deer might be in danger.
Yeah. Man, the fact...
and he just clicked up.
Yeah, the fact that there's 3 deer here that have not been collected yet, pretty bad sign when you're Mongols. You could have taken it in early game. Oh, he just shot his own deer! Oh, he shot it with the Vill. I thought it was an archer. It's fine. He's got this.
Yeah, Rubenstock only has 39 food. He's just spending everything.
Yeah.
Even if he loses everything here, he's still safe at home. He can just wait till Castle Age, get crossbow upgrades, or even go for a couple of knights.
Yeah, normally I think it would be a switch into archers. That's what we've seen for the most part after the scout opening. But here it makes more sense to go knights if you're Villese. Even just 1 or 2 would clear out everything that Rubenstock currently has. And so he's pushing forward. He's running across the map. Oh, he didn't even have horse collar, man. No horse collar, so those farms are all going to expire soon, and I think Villese will go into the main event of Hidden Cup 3 completely undefeated in the qualifier. It's like 3-0 round 1. Looks like he could be 4-0 round 2. He, it has to be said, is way better than he was last year. Would you agree? Do you think he's really improved his play?
Yeah, and especially this qualifier, he has just shown that he plays so flawless.
Yeah.
Really smooth gameplay.
It's sick. Is really sick. It's not like Rubenstock and Sato or Satao, or however you say that, sorry, are slouches. Some players had harder opponents, as is the nature of a bracket like that, but I just haven't seen mistakes. But think back to Game 1. Game 1, he had an awful map. Rubenstock had an amazing map, and somehow Villese outplayed him there. And, okay, Rubenstock he knows he's behind. He's going to give it his best effort. He's not going to tap out. He's going to come forward with a tower. This has to continue for a long time. And he needs to get spears, he needs to get archers, he needs to get everything to Villese's base if he has any chance.
And Villese even added in a Cav Archer.
I like that. Do I see
Will he
Rubenstock?
spot-
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Will he spot the shore fishers from Rubenstock with the Cav Archer?
Is he actually going there? Imagine if he checks
I think
that
he's
too.
going for the gold.
Yeah,
I think he's going for the gold, yeah.
which is quick walled in, right? So he'll just sit on that. That's a lot of knights. And these aren't knights without upgrades. They have armor, they have bloodlines. They could probably fight underneath that tower, no problem.
Yeah, Villese even deleting the walls.
Yeah,
Only one spear there, instantly down.
yeah. Forward barracks for Rubenstock. I think he knows this is probably the end. The gold villagers are getting hit. A scout goes to deal with that. Villese is just too damn good, man. The whole army for Rubenstock gets cleaned up on the front. The forward barracks will just get... funny enough, it'll probably just get destroyed by these knights. And Rubenstock taps out. Villese was undefeated in the qualifier. He will be in Hidden Cup 3. Wow.
I think it was expected, but
Yeah.
he just showed us how good he was in this qualifier
Yeah.
and how well he deserves it.
Yeah, I don't think that many people are surprised by the result. I think at best for Rubenstock, I was thinking Villese would win 4-1 today. But the reason that I thought that is because of how good Villese is. Man, I think when all is said and done, at the end of Hidden Cup 3, we look at the bracket with all the hero names and we reveal who the players were. It would not surprise me if some of the names we've seen so far in the qualifiers show up deep in the tournament. I'll show you the people who have qualified now over the last 2 days. Lan, he could definitely go far. Dogao could definitely go far. He's probably expected to go far, honestly. Backed, after his reverse sweep today, he could do anything, and then Villese 4-0 to Rubenstock. These are some big names, and they're also getting good experience, Belgium. So, Hera, Max, Leary, Viper, MBL, Vivi, Tato, and Yo, these are the biggest names and fantastic players, but they're also not getting practice on the maps. Are they practicing? Do they have the experience? It should be fun.
Yeah, I guess one thing is that they will be able to the games from the other guys, so they will also have some sort of an idea what to play, but yeah, you still need to practice those maps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think there is some practicing going on behind the scenes, but I don't think there's any substitute for actual tournament play. Practice games with your friend where you can talk about things during the games or after the games just aren't the same as stepping in and saying, all right, if I don't win here, I'm out, right? And that's how the main event will be, and that's how the qualifiers were. But props to Villese, man. He's looking very good.